Again, another quote I'm going to bring in from Tony Robbins. If you talk about it, it's a dream. And we've heard variants on this, but if you talk about it, it's a dream. If you envision it, it's possible. But if you schedule it, it's real. So we're really now getting into, from all of our videos, a lot of about the who and the people and the organisation, so the bus and the culture and the atmosphere on the bus, where's that bus going? We're really getting into the nitty gritty now, just the how. How do we make things happen in the organisation? So, if we schedule something, it becomes real. And I think most of us can at times fail to schedule. We'll get excited about some new idea or dream we have, and we can see where it can go.
Have them every day.
Yeah. But really, to bring it into reality, there's got to be some tangible actions and priorities and tasks to get it to a point whereby we can schedule that and make it real. So at this point, we'll give you a couple of statistics just to think about why it's important to schedule and plan.
Yeah, the statistics I'm just going to mention come from a couple of big bits of research, both globally and UK. The first one is by Professor Nicola Bateman from Cardiff University. So it was a joint bit of research done with PricewaterhouseCoopers, and it was looking at the failure rate for change or improvement initiatives. So yeah, you said you've got the ideas, but then over time, do they just fail to actually produce any real business benefits? And basically it was included 200 leading companies across the world and more than 10,000 change projects or change initiatives, improvement initiatives. The simple stats from this bit of research at a high level, it was over 70% showed considerable evidence of high failure rate. So that's 70%. There was only 2.5% actually showed any real business benefits. So it was essentially saying, yeah, all of them are good ideas, most of them just led to nothing.
Yeah. So I think at this point, that resonates with me, and hopefully it's going to resonate with the audience as well. We have all done this, okay? Great ideas are just that, okay? To really implement great ideas, we need teams to help us to know how to do that. So we need a method to give them the objectives which are measurable and can deliver the results we're looking for.
Yeah, it's like at a personal level, the New Year's resolution type thing.
Yeah.
You January the 1st, you've got all these great intentions of what you're going to do for that year, and by the middle of January or the end of January, you've just failed because you haven't had a real plan.
Yeah.
You haven't really planned and scheduled how you're actually going to have the discipline to make that change stick. So another this is astounding stats really when I first seen this. It's from a guy who worked for Nissan, a lovely fella, Keith Copeland, MBE, done a load, particularly in the northeast of England through development training and working with Nissan suppliers. And that was what the research was based on. It was part of Keith Copeland's PhD. It was a 5-year study, so it was really comprehensive. And it involved 163 Nissan suppliers across the UK. Obviously Nissan, huge car manufacturer. It's a really important industry and important for the UK.
I think probably something to add in there as well. We're talking about a specific car manufacturer. Probably applies to a lot of car manufacturers.
Absolutely.
But we know this one. And just to put it in context as well, the site we're talking about is 6.2 billion sterling pounds turnover site. Okay, per annum, 6.2 billion. So it's a big business, and this is the study from that business.
8,000, approximately 8,000 people work on that site. So they're a huge site within a huge car manufacturer. But you're right, a lot of car manufacturers will be very similar. So as I mentioned, Keith, and I've had the pleasure of actually working with Keith on a project a little while back. So I had first-hand exposure to the information from the study and actually seeing it in practice as well. But basically, the stats from Keith's study, as I said, it was based on 163 Nissan suppliers in the UK. So companies with some form of what we call policy deployment, and I'll come on to that later. So some form of strategic deployment. Companies who had that, only 4% of failures occurred in the first 12 months, and only 16% of failures occurred within 24 months. So pretty good figures, pretty good stats there
On sustainability.
on sustainability.
Making these ideas stick.
Making these ideas stick, absolutely. So there was a schedule, there was a plan, there was some responsibility there, and there was really good success rate. However, on the other side of that, companies without any sort of schedule, without any sort of strategic deployment, 74% of the failures occurred within 12 months. And this one just really got me. 100% of failures after 2 years. So 24 months, we went through all this pain and effort of putting these improvements in place. None of them had really sustained any real business benefits without some form of strategic deployment.
You'll have heard yourselves in organisations, that might be in your organisation as well, where the workforce will be thinking, oh, here's another change that's coming, okay? And some of the negativity around change, because they know it's not going to stick. And those types of statistics, you know, they're worrying, okay? So, but being positive about that, if there's a plan, if there's a schedule, it makes it real. So this is the bit we're talking about now. It's making this thing real. We're all good at ideas and envisioning a new bright future. How do we make that stick? How do we make it sustain? How do we maintain it?